Hey guys, welcome to the channel, how you doing? So in this video we are going to talk about how Hinata ended up fighting with Yuuki, and let me tell you that this story belongs to web novel chapter 121 and 122. So without wasting time, let's begin the video, as Rimuru told Hinata to save the children from Yuuki. When they found out that Yuuki was the mastermind behind the war between the Tempest and the Western Saints Church. So Hinata decided to head towards Ingratia Kingdom. And at the same time Fritz decided to come with Hinata. When they reached Ingratia Kingdom they were already in disguise as an adventurer's daughter and a normal spirited youth. With Hinata's disguise, she looked like an average red-haired girl. And they snuck into the kingdom by using fake identities. Currently Hinata is living in the outskirts of the town. For the whole week Hinata was inside her room and she used her friendly spirit to investigate what's happening in that city, while in the other hand, Fritz was hanging around the academy, trying to figure out how he could find out a way inside the academy. And finally Fritz found out that a number of food distributors employed by the academy. And luckily Fritz was able to convince them to be a merchant selling food. In this way, Hinata and Fritz managed to the academy, and as their work continued they began their investigation. Over a week they figured out the layout of the academy. After observing the situation carefully they decided to deliver meal at night so they could snoop around and nobody would notice them. After Hinata used her spirit familiar, they found a source of strong light spirit energy. And Hinata remembered Rimuru's words that there was a child with light spirit energy. So now they were sure that kids were here. After wondering for some moments Hinata figured out that Yuuki is the one who summoned those kids. Again her mind was struck by a bunch of questions that, why did he do it? Did he failed at summoning and got them? Or did he summon them to begin with? All this thought swirled her head causing her great anxiety. Afterwards Fritz finished his preparation and Hinata went off to deliver the meals to the academy. Actually she found those kids, but she was waiting for the right moment to talk to the kids. Fritz was busy with his work, so Hinata headed out alone towards those kids. She used her invisibility spell and concealed her presence to her utmost limit. She made up to the third floor without making a sound. Then she reached a dimly lit classroom. She saw a ray of light emitting from the door of next room. She found those kids except the black-haired Chloe Abel. Then Sekiguchi Ryota asked, "You know us?" Hinata replied, "Yeah. I heard about you from Rimuru. Misaki Kenya, Sekiguchi Ryota, Gail Gibson. Alice. Rondo, right. And one more, Chloe Obel, whom I don't see here." Then Hinata added, "My name is Sekiguchi Hinata." She added again, "It would be great if I could get you to trust me." Then Kenya questioned Hinata. "But isn't Hinata Sakaguchi a name of a villain?" "Right, the person who summoned us. Had no use for us and tried to kill us. And we're only here because Yuuki and Rimuru-sensei saved us. But she doesn't seem like an enemy. It's alright to trust her." While saying various things, the children sat in chairs. After some moments of talk, Hinata told them that she wanted to take them to Rimuru's place and added that she has no time for explanation. However, after hearing the name of Rimuru, those kids trusted Hinata. Hinata was shocked for a moment. She thought that she had to approach those kids again and again while avoiding detection. But those kids trusted her and said, "Let's go then. But we should hurry. Can we go like this?" Then Hinata asked those kids that before they depart, "Where is the fifth kid?" "Chloe." The kids replied that they don't know a person named Chloe. Hinata thought that they were joking, but their eyes were serious. Since those kids were ready to go, Hinata thought that it was a good opportunity, but the problem is Chloe was not with them, and while Hinata was thinking what to do, suddenly they heard a voice, "There's nothing to fret about, you know. I mean, I can't let you take them." It was the voice of Yuuki. Seeing Yuuki at the spot, Hinata was shocked. Her brain got stuck for a moment. She couldn't think for some time. When Hinata headed towards the kids, Hinata thought that she was fully prepared so that nobody would notice her. However, she got noticed by Yuuki. Actually, Yuuki intentionally kept those kids in that room so that he could get Hinata. Yuuki used those kids as a bait. Back to topic, seeing Yuuki smile, Hinata's fear was raising. And her sense was screaming danger. Then Hinata confronted Yuuki, and while confronting Yuuki she felt a strange sense of pressure. Then Hinata asked, "How did you notice?" Yuuki replied, a question without a greeting. "How cold, Hinata?" In response Hinata told Yuuki to shut his mouth, and she asked him that why did Yuuki said that the children are useless. Yuuki laughed and said, "Isn't it obvious? Now that they've been stabilized, they are useless as material for a re-summon." Then Hinata said, "Did you say a re-summon?" Yuuki said, "Yeah. You know how it takes a ball to summon again due to the tremendous magical energy consumption." Yuuki kept those kids alive just because he was going to use those kids for resummon. Actually, when those kids explode due to the unstable magical content, the condition for resummoning are met, and using that condition, Yuuki could resummon another powerful being. That was his plan. But when Rimuru-sama helped and stabilized those kids became useless for Yuuki. And as a result, Yuuki lost on a contract. Hinata couldn't tolerate when she came to know that Yuuki repeatedly summoned people in order to meet an order of his business partner. And hearing this, Alice got a betrayed feeling. She asked, "Yuuki-sama, you saved us, didn't you?" Yuuki laughed in an evil manner and said, "He only kept them alive because they were useful." He added again, "Alice, making such a sad face isn't going to help, you know." A cold-blooded part awakened with Hinata. She wanted to kill Yuuki right at the spot. Then Hinata thought, this man not only manipulated her, but the child as well. Moreover, she couldn't find Chloe at the spot. Then Hinata shouted at Yuuki, "Where is Chloe, Albert? Did you erase the children's memories?" At that time, Hinata's mind was going through lots and lots of questions. And in response, Yuuki said, "Who is Chloe, Albert?" Those words angered Hinata. She couldn't control her anger. She pulled out her sword, then she transformed in her true form with her sword. Then she said, "Yuuki, for the sake of our old friendship, I'll give you a chance to repent." And she asked Yuuki to apologize. Yuuki laughed and said, "Why should he apologize?" Then he added, "Isn't it the law of the jungle in this world?" Hinata. With her uncontrollable rage, Hinata made blow towards Yuuki with sword. And Yuuki's right cheek got a slight cut while he was dodging that blow. After getting that hit, Yuuki said to Hinata that she had grown stronger. Then she asked Yuuki that is he being controlled by the demon Lord Kazuram, because it was possible that Yuuki obtained the controlling ability from demon Lord Kazuram, so she wanted to know the relationship between the two. If Yuuki got controlled by the Magic King Kazuram, she wished to help. Then Yuuki replied, ahaha. That right, or is it? I am, no, we are Kazuram. Just kidding. Ahahaha, truly, you really are interesting, Hinata. Yuuki laughed a lot as if something funny was said. And while Yuuki was laughing, Hinata sent signal to Fritz. In response, Fritz got into position to protect the children. Now Hinata only focused on Yuuki. After Yuuki stopped, he said, "Kazuram is a small worm for Yuuki." He also added that he is the one who manipulated everyone, not Kazuram. He just took Kazuram's ability because he was interested. Now Hinata was confirmed that this all stuff was Yuuki's doing. Moreover, now Hinata knows the relation between Yuuki and Kazuram. Then Hinata asked again, "Yuuki, final question. What is your purpose in summoning? Why have you manipulated Clayman and caused an upheaval with the Orc Lord, then caused a war between the Church and Tempest?" Yuuki said he had done all this just because he thought it is interesting. Then Yuuki told that he wished to rule over this world. Yuuki aimed for world domination. Then suddenly, a walking sound was echoing the room. Hearing this, Yuuki said, "She finally came. Unfortunately for you, Hinata, there's no longer any chance of victory for you. Between you and me, you could have killed me. As expected, you couldn't stop me. This is a game. A simple game. You've neglected it, that's why you lose." While Yuuki was finishing his word, the door opened and a girl came in, Hinata, and the kids could sense the immense aura of that girl. She has long black hair, her eyes lacked luster as they're covered in pitch black darkness. She was the girl that Demon Lord Luminous was protecting in a dark platform. And let me tell you that she is the one who sealed Voldor. And moreover, this girl somehow has connection with Rimuru and his mask. So, this was all for today's video. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching.